Hello and welcome to another section of this complete MongoDB course. Now, before proceeding further in this course and before we talk about more advanced topics in MongoDB, let's revisit the data types in MongoDB and there let's learn about number types in more depth. So far in this course, we have used numeric values quite often, like for storing the age of the user or price of a product, etc. However, understanding number types and how MongoDB stores numeric values become much more crucial when you are building an application where precision is very important. For example, when you are doing some scientific calculations or when you are building a banking application. And sometimes you might also want to store a very large integer value which cannot fit in one of the number types in MongoDB. So there you need to know which type can store really large integer values. And same is true for floating point numbers. If you want to store a floating point number, that means a number with some decimal points with highest precision, then you need to know which number data type you can use for storing the floating point number with highest precision. So understanding numbers and how to store them in MongoDB database becomes very important based on how you are going to utilize the number data and for what purpose you are storing them. In this section, we are going to learn about different number data types which MongoDB supports and when to use which one. So in MongoDB, we have four types for storing numbers. We have integer or int32, long or int64, double and decimal. So let's briefly talk about each of these data types one by one. Now integer and long is used to store integer numbers. That means the numbers without a decimal point. And double and decimal is used to store floating point numbers. That means numbers with decimal points. So the integer or int32 can store any integer number between this range. So any integer number which falls in this range can be stored in int32. And int32 store these numbers in 4 bytes. It takes 4 bytes of memory to store any integer number. So any number which falls in this range can be stored in int32. But if there is any number which you want to store and which does not fall in this range, which is either bigger than this maximum value or which is smaller than this minimum value, then that number cannot be stored in int32 type. To save that number, either that number will be truncated or overflowed. So the value which will be stored, that will be completely different. And to overcome this problem, we have long data type, or we also call it as int64. In long data type, you can store very large numbers. So this is the range for long data type. Any integer value which falls in this range can be stored in long data type. So as you can see, the range for this long type is very large. You can store very large integer numbers in this data type. And this should be sufficient for storing any large number. Now, when you want to store an integer value in long data type, to store that value, long data type is going to take 8 bytes of memory. So for example, let's say you have number 20, which you want to store as an integer in MongoDB. If you store it as int32, as number 20 will fall in this range, so it can be stored in int32. So if you store it in int32, then it will take 4 bytes of memory to store that number. But same number 20, it also falls in this range. So you can also store that number 20 in long data type. In that case, the number 20 will be stored as an integer in long data type. And in that case, it will take 8 bytes of memory to store that number. So same number 20, when you store it as int32, it takes 4 bytes of memory. But when you store it in long data type, it takes 8 bytes of memory. So you should only use long data type when you want to store a very large number which cannot fit in the range of int32. Any number which is greater than the maximum value or less than the minimum value, if you want to store that integer number, then only you should use long type. Otherwise, you should use int32 because it takes less memory to store the integer value. Then we have double type and decimal type. Both of them are used to store floating point numbers. That means the numbers with decimal values. So what is the difference between double and decimal? Well, double has less precision than decimal. Whenever you store a floating point number in double, Let's say I'm storing 1.3 in double type, and this double type is 64-bit. That means any floating point number which we will store in double type, it will take 8 bytes of memory to store that floating point number. Okay, so that's why it is 64-bit, and decimal is 128-bit. So double has less precision. When I try to save this 1.3 in double type, it will add some imprecision while saving that number. So this 1.3 will be saved something like this. Not exactly like this, but something like this. In the end, you will see that there is some imprecision. But decimal, it is also used to store floating point numbers, but it has very high precision. It takes 16 bytes of memory to store the floating point number. So if you want to store a floating point number and if precision is not important, you can use double data type. But if precision is very important, in that case, you can use decimal data type. And decimal data type provides a very high precision with up to 34 decimal places. Okay, so use double if the precision is not important as it takes less memory than decimal. Otherwise, if the precision is important, in that case you should use decimal. But when you use decimal to store a floating point number, it takes more memory. So this is the difference between double and decimal. Now, there is one more thing which I want to make clear here. So far in this course, we have been using Mongo shell. Now, we have learned that Mongo shell uses JavaScript for its syntax and other features. So basically, we can say that Mongo shell is built on top of JavaScript. And we know that in JavaScript, there is only one number data type, which is called as number. And that number data type can store any numeric value, whether it is an integer value or floating point values. So in JavaScript, any numeric value, whether it is an integer or floating point, it will always be treated as double 64-bit. Any number in JavaScript will always be stored as double. And that's why when you are inserting an integer value from Mongo shell, that value will be treated as double and it will not be treated as integer because there is no concept of integer number in JavaScript and hence in Mongo shell. So any number which you send from Mongo shell to MongoDB server, that number will be treated as double and it will be stored in double data type. So for example, let's say I have a test collection. In that test collection, I want to insert a document. So for that, I'm going to use insert one method. And there I'm going to insert a simple document where I want to have an age field. And I'll say age is 28. Now here it looks like we are assigning an integer value to this age field. But since Mongo shell is built on top of JavaScript, there is no concept of integer. There is only one data type in JavaScript, which is number, and which stores all the numeric values. And it stores that number like a floating point number. It stores it as double. So when you are assigning this 28 to this age, this 28 will be treated as a double type in MongoDB server, and it will be stored as double and not as integer. So when it will be saved in MongoDB server, it is possible that it is saved something like this, something like 28.0000, and in the end there will be some imprecision, something like this, because this 28 will be treated as double type. So it will be stored as double. And whenever we store a floating point number in double data type, there might be some imprecision while saving that number, something like this. Okay, so this you need to understand. And same is true for Node.js also, because in Node.js also, we use JavaScript as the programming language. So from Node.js, when we work with MongoDB server using a MongoDB driver, there also, since we do not have a concept of integer or double or decimal, every number there also is treated as floating point number. Every number will be treated as double type. So in Node.js also, whenever you want to store some integer value from Node.js in MongoDB server, that value, that number will be treated as double type and it will be stored as double in MongoDB server. But for other programming languages like Java or C Sharp, where there is different data type for storing integers and floating point numbers, there you will not face that issue. Same is true for Python also. In Python also, when you specify this value 28, it will be treated as integer. So in Python, 20 and 20.0, these two values will be treated differently. 20 will be treated as integer and 20.0 will be treated as floating point number, as double. Okay, so this is what I wanted to cover in this lecture, and this is the reason why I have added this section, because I wanted to make this very clear that from Mongo shell, even though it looks like you are storing an integer value for a field, it will not be treated as integer. It will be stored as double in MongoDB server. So it's very important for you to understand how you can save those values as an integer value or as a long value or as decimal value. And that's what we are going to learn from our next lecture. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.